So here's some things I want to talk about, okay? So refer to it as cherry picking, refer to it as, you know, just doing what you like to do and not what you need to do, that kind of thing, right? So see it all the time in the gym. We see people that come in when they have workouts, or we program workouts that they enjoy, that they like, right? So I want to start by explaining that what CrossFit is, right? So the founder, Greg Glassman, Coach Glassman, invented CrossFit essentially, right? He defined fitness. He defined it as constantly varied, functional movement performed at relatively high intensity. You can break that down in a bunch of different ways, but as it relates to picking your WODs and choosing which workouts you do and which workouts you don't, if you start to pick your workouts, all of a sudden you take one of the key things, the constantly varied part of what CrossFit is, and you remove that from the whole program. One of the main reasons that people fail in any program is because they don't complete the program. Bottom line is, if you don't do the program as written, you can't blame the program for not getting the results that you're looking for. So another thing you want to think about when it comes to this is it's a well-rounded fitness program, which means it's going to give you things that you're good at and things that you suck at. And the way you get the best and the most out of the program itself is by focusing on the things that you're weak at. Maintaining the things that you're strong at, but really focusing and trying to bring up the level of your weaknesses. So focus on your weaknesses. Most of the time when people cherry pick, when they don't show up for certain WODs that they don't like, it's because they're not good at it. So what happens when you pick and choose your workouts, what you do is you just feed the imbalance, right? So you start to get, you know, really good at a deadlift, but you can't squat for shit because your chest is coming forward. Or you can't go overhead, you can't push yourself up off the ground because your upper body's so weak because you only show up on leg day. Or vice versa. You got those big biceps like the meathead down at LA Fitness, and quite frankly, you never show up for leg day, so you know you're oddly shaped, and balance is a whole nother conversation, right? I'm gonna read a quote from the World Class Fitness in 100 words. I'm gonna read the whole thing for you, right? So practice and train major lifts: deadlift, clean, squat, presses, clean and jerk, and snatch. Similarly. All right, master the basics of gymnastics: pull-ups, dips, rope climbs, push-ups, sit-ups, presses to handstands, parallettes, flips, splits, holds, bikes, run, swim, row, etc. Hard and fast. 5 or 6 days per week. Mix these elements in as many combinations and patterns as creativity will allow. Routine is the enemy. Keep workouts short and intense. Okay, again, directly from the words and the mouth of Greg Glassman. So here's the deal. If you don't like to bike and row and you only show up on the days where you're doing deadlifts and snatches, you're gonna have an imbalanced fitness, right? It's not a 3-4 day program. It's a 5-day program. You know, 3 days of work, 1 day of rest, 2 days of work, or something similar. But say you come in 3 days a week, you come that one extra day, that's literally a 33% increase in your capacity, in your ability to get better, to get stronger, to reach your goals.
The workout looks too easy or it's too light.
Okay, so again, well-rounded fitness doesn't mean that you go heavy, you go hard every day. Think about it. How many times you show up for CrossFit class and you look at the WOD on the screen and you're like, man, this is gonna be easy. And then all of a sudden you're laying on the ground trying to figure out where you live and what your name is. There's some days that you're gonna work out hard and we're gonna ask you to tax yourself and go 100%. Sometimes we're gonna ask you to show up, we're gonna go lightweight, maybe a little bit faster. Sometimes we're gonna go slow and just easy for a longer period of time. So it's gonna be a well-rounded program. Again, you're gonna have easy days, light days, heavy days, fast days, and it's all gonna be mixed in there so it works effectively for you.
The workout's too hard. I'm not good at any of these movements.
So the workout's too hard, I can't do that. You know, I'm never going to be good at that. Well, look, yeah, you're never going to be good at it if you don't show up and practice. Okay, there's a difference between training and just randomly working out. Okay, the whole idea is show up on the days that there's things that you can't do and look at it as an opportunity to challenge yourself to get better and challenge yourself to get, you know, to practice and train. And then, you know, when you walked in, you couldn't do half the stuff you do. Now you can do it, right? So same idea, keep working towards it.
Isn't what we do random anyways? Who cares if I cherry pick?
So what we do is not random, okay? So, and if you look closely enough, and if you follow closely enough, you'll see the patterns. Going back to the definition of what CrossFit is, constantly varied functional movements performed at relatively high intensity. So it's constantly varied, which is different than random. Okay, random, I mean, it'll work for a little while, but it's not a sustainable thing. But a varied thing where it's well-rounded and you're getting forced to focus and try the things that you're not good at is what gets you to where you want to go, which helps you get those goals. the whole idea and the whole reason that CrossFit is so effective is because it's a well-rounded, balanced fitness program, right? Show up regardless of the workout. You'll get your results, you'll get your goals, you'll get there faster. Promise, it works. Guys, if you have any other questions about this, or you want to talk to one of the coaches, please reach out to us, send us an email, give us a call. We're always here for you to talk about your training, talk about your goals, get you to where you want to go. So feel free, reach out.